Hanumanji in the mandir. In the Ramayana, when Hanumanji had to fly across the oceans and carry the Himalayas in his hands, afterwards when people said to him, Hanumanji, how did you do that? How did you make yourself so big? How did you make yourself so small? How did you carry the Himalayas? He didn't say, oh, well, you know, I saw this ad for this special tonic and I went out and I bought it and it's wonderful, here's a coupon. And he didn't say, well, you know, I've been working out at the gym 4 days a week. And what he said was, I just closed my eyes and I took Bhagwan Ram's name and it happened. He's the embodiment of the message of awareness, consciousness, focus, faith. Faith is the foundation of it. When we have that faith, we're anchored. Then there's no need to keep changing our brands of soap or jeans or dishwashing liquid or to acquire more and more. Because we're anchored. We know we're being taken care of. Look, when you're at home and your mother or your wife or your sister or your loved one is feeding you chapatis, you know that you can eat aram se, very slowly, very calmly, because you know as long as you keep eating, they're going to keep bringing you garam garam rotis. They're not going to say, now I'm tired, bas bahut ho gaya. You don't have to eat quickly. As long as you keep eating, those chapatis are going to keep coming. But when we go out to a wedding or to a buffet, where we have to stand in line and fill up our plate, inevitably, we pile 3 times as much onto that plate as we can ever eat. For 30 or 40 or 50 or 70 years, we've been feeding ourselves. We know how much we can eat. 3 times a day, every day we eat. We have a very clear idea of how much our bodies can take. Nonetheless, when we go there, we pile that plate high of food because the fear is, shayad khatam ho jayega. What if I really like it, jab tak main wapas jaungi, wo to khatam ho jayega. Chalo ab 20 se hi thoda sa zyada le lo. When that faith isn't there, then we have to take care of ourselves. Then we have to think and plan in that way. But when we're eating at home, when we know we're being taken care of, then we just take a little bit, knowing ki aa jayega. Jab tak hum khate rahenge, tab tak aa jayega. It's the same in our lives. When we have that faith, when we have that faith in God, then we don't need to have our minds run in a million directions. We don't need to try to figure out where our happiness is going to come from, where our peace is going to come from, where our success is going to come from. What about tomorrow? We know we're being taken care of. And that faith keeps us connected to what's really important. I want to conclude just by sharing one of my other favorite Hanumanji stories as we're sitting in the Ram Mandir. Because in this world, in this society, in this culture, with the media as we have it and the indoctrination as we have it, we lose track, we lose sight. We start to really believe that maybe going on this vacation or buying this type of car or building this house or getting this degree, maybe if I get that raise, then I'll be happy. So after the war, Sita Ma gives Hanumanji this beautiful pearl necklace. And she says to him, Hanuman, this is a gift for what you've done, how you've saved everything. But be careful, take good care of it, because it's very, very precious. Very precious. So, isko jara sambhal ke rakho. Take good care of it. So Hanumanji takes the pearl necklace and looks at it very, very carefully, and he takes one of the pearls, he looks at it from that side, from this side, then he pulls it off the string and he bites it in half. And again he looks at it very carefully and throws the pearl on the ground. Again he takes another pearl off the string, bites that in half, looks at it, throws it on the ground. Slowly, slowly he starts pulling each of the pearls off of this necklace that Sita Ma just said is super, super precious, and breaking them in half, throwing them on the ground. And Sita Ji's watching this, and finally she says, Hanuman, what are you doing? I've just told you that this necklace is so precious, and yet here you are breaking it, breaking the pearls in half. He says, you said it was precious. So if it's precious, that means that Bhagwan Ram will be in here somewhere. So I'm looking for Ram, but I'm not finding him. And if I'm not finding him, then it means it's not nearly so precious. And what I love about the story is, it reminds us immediately and instinctively, yeah, when God is there, suddenly everything is there. Suddenly everything's precious. And if God isn't there, then it doesn't matter how expensive the pearl necklace is. It's useless. It's just a string of beads. So, as we sit here in this beautiful mandir, let us remember that and take that to heart. And as we pay attention and bring consciousness and awareness to our thoughts, let us remember that by directing them to God, in any name, any form, it doesn't matter, by directing them to the divine, by directing them to that which is positive, that which is pure, we have the power not only to bring ourselves peace and joy right here in this moment, but actually to create that for ourselves, for people around us, and for the entire world, today